Today I'm going to start with an idea of French. Kwaria ni kwendana. Well, that's Kikuyu, not French. But actually, that proverb, that actually says that when you talk to people, you're expressing charity to them. And so, as you think about today's session, I want to talk to you. Yes, you. You who have said today I'm going to listen to Dr. Pat about something that's a make or break communication. Yeah, big words, cliche words. But I have found, especially for professionals, if we don't communicate as to where we are struggling, it reminds me of many years ago, I was working in this corporate organization, and I was there, perfectionism, making sure my report is 100%. But 100% late past the deadline wasn't really giving value. So one evening I remember submitting that report to my boss, and my boss took the report, literally teared it, and said, "This is nonsense for me." You can imagine how heartbroken I was. But he said, "Patricia, I'd rather have an 80% accuracy on that report on time than 100% perfection late. It has no basis. Come and tell me 80% is what we're able to do. This is what is pending. But for the purposes of making a decision at this time, at this hour, with this deadline, we need to move forward." So I know many of you are in the perfectionism trap. You're like, "I have to do this thing properly." In fact, I remember the other day telling some of my colleagues that I'd rather you tell me, "This is where I've reached, this is the challenge I'm having, this is the proposed solution, and this may take a little longer. How do we move forward?" That way you have a solution mindset, but you're also ensuring there is no communication gap. You see, that whole statement I started with, the French one, says that the more you communicate, the less gap you leave for someone to decide, is this person disrespecting me? Is this person lazy? Is this person not the kind who should be communicating? So I want to encourage you today. If you're struggling with communication, you're wondering, how do I move forward? Check, do an audit. Do I communicate when I'm stuck? Do I communicate when I'm struggling to complete something? Do I communicate when I'm about to, but I'm getting late? Learn to communicate, because nature hates a vacuum. And when you leave a vacuum of communication, you actually decide that your brand, your impact is going to be determined by someone else. And that's a very powerless move. So choose to be more powerful. Own your communication, speak to your stakeholders, let them know your struggles and your solutions. And guess what? You can only rise from there.